Hello, my name is Seamus Connor. I'm the Chief Fisheries Officer for the Department of Culture, Arts and Leisure. Our role is the protection, conservation, development and promotion of inland fisheries. And of course management of fisheries is a very key role within that remit. Most anglers will be aware of the plight of salmon, not only within Northern Ireland but across the whole of the North East Atlantic. And obviously catch and release plays a very significant part in that there. We want the fish that are coming back to the river to spawn and survive and their young to go to sea again. That's the only way that we can address the current plight that we're in at the minute. Obviously any impact that happens within a river and reduces fish stocks is of great concern to the department, and our officers are there to offer advice as to how works can be carried out safely within the river. The River Bush Salmon Station is located in Bush Mills, very close to the Giant's Causeway. The senior fishery officer there that oversees all the production there is John Kane. His role is to oversee fish production and ensure that we count all the fish coming back through the traps and on the way downstream again.
We're now in the River Bush Salmon Station. It's down here that we breed and rear the Atlantic salmon. What actually happens is in December and January, adult salmon that have come back to the river will be brought here and stripped. We take the eggs out of the female and the milk from the male, fertilise the eggs and then incubate them. Now we incubate them in these facilities here, which basically gives a clean, well-oxygen flow of water all across the eggs. These are idova that are now hatching into tiny alvins, and those are the first two stages of the freshwater life cycle. Once the salmon ova have hatched, we bring them here as alvins and put them into this cylindrical artificial red. And now a salmon red in the natural situation is basically a nest cut in the gravel, which basically provides a home for the salmon alvins to live out for the next 6 weeks before they actually turn into small fish. In the middle of April, in the course of about 24 hours, there will be 50,000 small fish coming from this into the tank.
One of the main ministerial priorities is to tackle social exclusion and poverty. And one of the ways the department is addressing this is by providing funding to volunteer and community groups to address these problems. For example, the promotion of juvenile angling, promotion of female angling and promotion of angling among minority communities. One of the projects the department is proud to be involved in is the Salmon in the Classroom project. Here a number of schools from both sides of communities are involved in learning about salmon, all about the life cycle and the impacts that people in particular can have on them. See the fish growing in the tanks and then they can understand more about the wider community and how they can become involved in also helping have a cleaner, greener environment. The River Bush salmon is a unique place. It's the only place in Northern Ireland where we have a complete count of fish both upstream and downstream. We know exactly how many fish return back to the river again. Not only is this important in the Northern Ireland context, but in an international context, the figures that we get from the bush are used to assess salmon stocks all over the North East Atlantic. Staff from both AFBI and the Department of Culture, Arts and Leisure take place in activities there, and obviously all the work that revolves around counting the salmon and ensuring that we know exactly what's happening to salmon both in the freshwater phase and in the seawater.
Creativity at the heart of everything you do.